plays that he's doing where he's down to torch his whole reputation in being considered a Rock Nation and a Jay-Z dick holder is a man that basically says, hey, listen, I know I'm the GOAT already, but my last magic trick is me helping these motherfuckers secure $1 billion deal that I know I'm going to be a part of. Keep in mind, all this, we just start exposing Charlamagne as now a Rock Nation shill. Keep in mind, when he first started jumping out for Rock Nation, he was in the documents, and to his word, he was a percentage owner, or he was supposed to have some type of equity in a casino.
DJ Akademiks goes off on Charlamagne for being a Jay-Z glazer. Check out what he had to say, and then I'll come back with my comments.
There's a few clips of him talking about Charlamagne, but I do want to give this little hot take. And I hate to say this, and y'all could clip this, but unfortunately, as much as I do got it, I feel like I always got to give this disclaimer to show how much respect I do have for Charlamagne. But I believe that Charlamagne is he's trying to go out the LeBron way. You know, Charlamagne in these last years, and I'm not saying it's the last years of his career, he could keep doing this until he's 70. I don't want to make it sound like that. But I believe that, you know how people think that LeBron just joined Philly just to chase a ring? And people are like, all right, like he really wanted to be on the Heat. He really wanted to be on the Cavs. Obviously, he's from Akron. He really wanted to, you know, be on the Lakers. But after that, he's just chasing a ring. That's how I feel about Charlamagne. I believe Charlamagne at this point has accomplished everything he needs to accomplish to be one of the radio GOATs, if not the GOAT. And I think at this point, Charlamagne is concerned with business and stuff in his pocket. Nothing wrong with it. I don't.
Yeah, he's trying to get to that billionaire status. He wants to leverage a partnership with Rock Nation. I don't blame him for doing so, but when people call him out on it, is he a Rock Nation plant? Is he working with them? He tries to downplay it. He got exposed, but the information was out there. And now he's putting it out there. He got the picture with the lady at Rock Nation, the Desiree Perez chick. So now, you know what? I'm going to just feed into it. People know I rock with Rock Nation. I rock with Jay-Z. I will protect them. If you say anything about Jay-Z, you're going to get a call from Charlamagne. That's his role at Rock Nation. He's going to get a lot of money with them, but he's going to be front line if there's any issues going on.
Don't hate capitalism. But these days, it contradicts everything you thought he stood for. Credibility, you can't, you can't change his opinion or buy his voice. I think that's all out the window. I think Charlamagne now, after getting this $200 million deal, he's bag chasing. Unfortunately, I just got to keep it a bean with you. And if you wonder, you might be like, well, what this Jay-Z stuff? I believe that, first of all, I don't believe there's nothing with Rock Nation that's being fought that's not $1 billion play. We saw $1 billion play that didn't go through that Charlamagne was about to be a part of, which was the casino. I believe that Charlamagne at this point don't give a fuck if we think he's a slimy, and he does seem pretty slimy right now. You would think this is like the antithesis of what he would want his career to be. But just like how we say with LeBron, if LeBron wins a ring, he don't give a fuck how you think he got it. He's just going to have 5 rings. He don't care. Right now, he's ring chasing. Right now, Charlamagne, he's accolade and bag chasing. And he's rich enough. Of course he's rich enough. But you guys might not understand this is the difference between a couple tens of millions, even 100 million, and it's the difference between billions.
And that's the path that Charlamagne's on. Give him about 10 years, he should be at the 500 million mark. 10 years after that, he should be in the billionaire mark. I understand the bigger play Charlamagne has, but he does look slimy out there. People are saying he's two-faced. He's cool with you one minute, but next minute, if he say anything about Jay-Z, there's an issue. Charlamagne may be going out sad, but he doesn't care. He's trying to chase that bag.
The plays that he's doing where he's down to torch his whole reputation in being considered a Rock Nation and a Jay-Z dick holder is a man that basically says, hey, listen, I know I'm the GOAT already, but my last magic trick is me helping these motherfuckers secure $1 billion deal that I know I'm going to be a part of. Keep in mind, all this, we just start exposing Charlamagne as now a Rock Nation shill. Keep in mind, when he first started jumping out for Rock Nation, he was in the documents, and to his word, he was a percentage owner, or he was supposed to have some type of equity in a casino. No matter what you say about Drake, Drake don't own stake. They give Drake X amount of money and that's it. So Charlamagne, if you ask me, he don't give a what we talking about. He's down to torch the reputation. You know why? Because at the end of the day, he's going to get the Hollywood star. We're still going to call him the GOAT. I look up to him. Everybody look up to him. Right now, what he's doing, he's saying, I know even if they consider me the villain, if I could help Jay-Z, and they're clearly working together on something or somewhat, if I could help Jay-Z, even if I look like a snake, accomplish that, and he brings me along with his $1 billion goal, you know what? My family for generations going to thank me. We're going to be up $500 million. Who gives a what a like Akademiks, Ray Daniels, or the rest of the who are criticizing me say?
Again, man, money talks, BS walks. Charlamagne, he reached his ceiling just doing it by himself with his own representation. He was just known as that good radio guy, the radio GOAT, but he wanted more than that. He wants the power. He wants more of an influence, doing the political thing, having his own content platform, his network, the Black Effect. But with partnering with Rock Nation, he's just going to reach new heights. There is no ceiling when you're merging with all those billionaires and Jay-Z and everybody around him. Again, strategic move by Charlamagne, but he doesn't want to talk about it before. But now that he's got exposed, now he wants to put it out in the forefront. But again, Charlamagne don't care as long as he's getting that bag.
And honestly, perhaps, maybe who gives a fuck? The legacy of Charlamagne the God is pretty much cemented in stone. I'm pretty sure when they talk about him at the Radio Hall of Fame, well, he's already in that. When anytime they're memorializing his career, no one's going to say, do you remember that AI website he did and he lied about it? Remember when like he was just lying for Jay-Z and he was giving people donkey of the day because he was just trying to get Jay-Z to get the bread, but he's aligned with Jay? Nobody's going to talk about this. So I consider this just like how you have LeBron, who's looking at the field to say, oh, let me just hop on the Sixers. This is going to be an easy ring. You got Charlamagne right now who says, fuck the legacy, fuck the reputation. If I could just hop on this initiative, or if I could just blanketly just defend Jay-Z, even though everything I've stood for has always said, I don't do these things. If I could do this and I could get the big bag, I could get the big investment, I could already won. This is just another championship. So that's what I kind of think. Charlamagne's ring chasing. But the ring chasing, it's, you know, and I can't say it's wrong. He's chasing the bread. Everything Jay-Z's doing is $1 billion plays. Jay-Z's not doing no $1 million plays now. It's $1 billion plays. And Charlamagne is basically telling y'all, fuck what y'all think about it. His reputation, his integrity. As long as Jay-Z's protected, he'll be fine. Which tells me, as long as that big bag that he's eventually going to secure at some point, what y'all think about his legacy?
Like I said, I don't blame the Charlamagnes. You know, they say he's a damn Rock Nation plant, bro. He's like, a lot of people coming after Charlamagne now. Like, they don't like that whole he caping for Jay-Z. Homie Ray Daniels that used to be locked in, he said something about Jay-Z's like Trump, I guess, trolling or whatever, saying his album coming out. He got that call from Charlamagne. Charlamagne does the calls. He says something about Jay-Z. Yo, Charla, go ahead, hit buddy up. Let him know, you know what I mean, whatever it is. So
I don't think people like, I don't think it's some big conspiracy. But do I think certain rappers have big influences on certain other media outlets? Yes.
yeah.
But is it some crazy conspiracy like people trying to say? No. It's been like this since the beginning of time, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But people just ain't a blind eye to it. Like that's been going on since the end of time. You're with the entity, you rock with somebody. Some people like outwardly say it like, you know, Akademiks is pro Drake. I got the chain. Whenever Drake comes up, I'm gonna defend him. But Charlotte, he kind of like don't want to say it, but he's starting to troll now. Like, putting pictures up with the execs and stuff. Now you're outed, so you might as well try to troll it and see if it brushes over by next year. But I can see the backlash, but it really go on all the time, bro.
More than people realize, yo.
But yeah, you got that podcast list, 30 M's, whatever, 27 M's. All right, bro. Once you sign the Rock Nation, your bank account quadrupled, bro.
Mm-hmm.